leadership, education, culture, and familia. This is the Latino-Latina Youth Leadership Conference.
The Latino Youth Leadership Conference is a 6-day conference where high school students from Las Vegas
stay here at UNLV and they get to stay at the dorms, which is a really neat experience.
Workshops take place about cultural leadership and just how to improve your community.
Participate in workshops, guest speakers to learn about how they can excel in higher education if they have not thought about it or they have and want to learn more.
Things about the culture and community and how to be sensitive about many issues.
They learn the basic stuff about college that they might not get in school that they should, like information on FAFSA, applying for scholarships, how to apply to colleges.
To see the students come in the first day, they have no idea what they're getting themselves into. They have no idea what the next 5-6 days are going to be about. Their faces, it's priceless.
After settling down in the dorms, the participating students are broken down into groups or familias, families as they're called in the conference.
We call them familias, it's familia, so we structure it in a sense where you have your two lead facilitators. You have your female and your male facilitator, your mommy and your daddy kind of, We have those people that will be there for you, kind of holding, they're your support system.
The families, you really actually do feel like a family. Like sometimes you can pinpoint as to who would be the sister like in your biological family.
Throughout the day, as they're going through the different workshops, different workshops hit students in different ways, and therefore these familias serve as a foundation. So at the end of the day, they come together, they talk about what touched them, what didn't, what affected them. Just how our familias are very important to us, we try to encompass that within the conference.
Well, every day, it's packed. We wake up in the morning, have breakfast, and then we start off with guest speakers.
Doing something that a lot of people do.
An array of speakers are invited to the LYLC. Many of the speakers are professionals in the community as well as academic professors from CSN and UNLV. These speakers cover a vast canvas of current topics important to the youth of today. This year, writer Gustavo Arellano spoke and signed books for the students.
During the conference, you meet so many different people, so many different backgrounds. I have friends now that I know that if I wouldn't have gone to the conference or I would have just met them, casually, I would have never talked to them.
This year, we incorporated a new component to the conference, a parent workshop held on Sunday, the last day of the conference. The workshop provides parents with a recap of what their child went through the conference. But more importantly, it gives them tools and information on how to successfully help their child achieve their dream of going to college.
It's that leadership role that the parents need to take. And what I want the parents to know is that they also need to be involved. And that's why very clearly we stated, from here on, don't think about what I could have done, but what you need to do with the younger siblings. We had 3 gentlemen and 2 young ladies that were able to speak to the parents. We had a question and answer session, and I do think that that was the most impactful. These students were able to tell the parents how their personal parents helped them or did not help them with the process of going to school.
Why a whole year? Why? Because what is a facilitator? What is leadership? So facilitators themselves figure that out. What is my job? What is my task?
This year, the trainings for the facilitators started in September. And the reason why is because we felt that in order for the conference, in order for the participants to succeed, we needed strong facilitators because they are going to be their mentors for that whole week. And therefore, starting their trainings early is giving them, the facilitators, we're giving them the tools so they can succeed that first week.
Activities, activities, activities. I'm all about activities. Not only does it bring the facilitators, it focuses on their skills and they learn something from those activities, but it also challenges them that connecting it to the real world. You know what? Yeah, this may be a ball tossing, but how many times do you have to juggle things at work? How many times do you have to juggle things in your real life?
You know, the conference, it's also fun, and I think that the activities that we make the students do is to get them out of their shell. You know, some of them may be, you know, introverts, some of them are extroverts, and so we try, the activities, what they do is they kind of get the best out of everybody. And some of the activities are just silly activities, whereas, you know, they could be the songs that we make them do. I mean, they're silly, but at the same time, you know, those activities allow the students to come out of their shell.
One of my favorite workshops would be the privilege walk.
It allows all the students to actually, you know, notice where they're at, see what they've been through, see what other people have been through.
You have people that come together, Latinos and Latinas, that everybody perceives them as being the same, which in a way they are. We're all interconnected.
I really liked that experience because it's when we all mostly opened up and I felt most comfortable. I felt like I could talk to everyone there.
At least through my experience, the conference just symbolizes, it just goes beyond the term conference. It would be friendship, it would be memories, it would be just something that obviously gives you a different take on your perspective of how you see your community. It's a leadership conference, and you know, the thing is that it uses the word leadership in a sense that is untraditional. It's not just, you know, putting on the suit and leading people. It's leading by example. It's definitely understanding different perspectives and where people come from in order to be an effective leader. And that, in a nutshell, I think is what it is. It's just teaching people to be leaders, but through the perspective of understanding different cultures and different perspectives on life.